Alright, so what I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to make video game time capsules. They're going to sit into a time capsule for 5 years, and as an investment you put them away for 5 years, and then you're rich when you dig them up underground 5 years later. You say, wow, I didn't sell those, put my investment into a time capsule, I let some time go by, and now I'm rich. So the idea is that each time capsule is 3 games. One of them is over 50, one of them is under 20, and one of them is in between $20 and $50. The total value of the time capsule has to be $100. Talking about 2023, today's market, approximate value. So I gotta find like a one that's under 20. This is probably like a 15 here. Under a 20, one that's between 20 and 50, and then one that's over 50. Total value 100. So if I'm working at $15, I'm gonna pick out that one. And good upside is the name of the game here. One that's over 20 with a lot of upside. I'm going to go ahead and say, and let's be thrifty about it. Let's catch them at auction. Let's try to get ourselves a good deal. So let's say a nice complete in box. Now, forgive this one. This one isn't a great copy. But say you get yourself a Mach-In X on Dreamcast for $45. Pretty easy to do. Maybe even $40. So let's just say that we're at 15, 45. That kind of breaks my rule. So we'll be a little bit above $100 for this time capsule. You can fluctuate a little bit. Try to find us another 50, maybe 60, right around there. Another mid-tier, let's say. Mid-tier is kind of relative, though, right? Like on Sega Saturn, $50 is kind of closer to low end. So it depends on what you're playing with. But let's find ourselves another 50. Let's go with Elevates. I think this kind of rounds out to a good $100 little time capsule here. So here's time capsule number 1. Be back in 5 years to make my to dig these up and see how we did. I think it's safe to call that $100 though. Yep, all day long. You can post that in your local video game group. Filthy Games Room on Facebook. Post those for sale for $100 and nobody's gonna bite. Nobody's gonna want to have to pay shipping on top of that price. So I think it's safe to say that that's a $100 little time capsule right there. So we're gonna time capsule that one. I'm gonna try to find a few more time capsules. I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. Yeah. Again, $50. These are some MegaCon prices though, so let's be more realistic and say like $40, easy to do, easy. You can be cheaper than that about that, but it gets kind of tough to get yourself a nice complete copy of One Piece Unlimited Adventure for under 40. So let's go ahead and just bite the bullet, pay up, easy cheesy, $40 on that. I kind of want to fuck with this, but this kind of starts breaking the rule. Maybe I'll do a couple gourmet luxury time capsules where you can put in some of these Tatsunoko versus Capcom type pieces, So when this is like hitting $150, I'll say, I'm glad I time capsuled that. I gotta be able to afford that one. Let's see here. No more heroes, man. Coulda, woulda been. But I don't like the fact that they're just whoring them out onto newer consoles. So let's go with Sin and Punishment. Let's do these two and find ourselves a nice little cheapie. Put it in this time capsule. Let's go with Choro Q. There we go. There's another one. I'm gonna have to hide them in the time capsule. I'm not actually gonna put them underground. I'm going to put these away. Put these into a good drawer that's easy to open right now. Oh, yes. Oh, hide them. Nobody can find them down there. I'll put more junk in front of this thing, too, so it'll be truly lost. Okay, let's get a few more. I don't think this will really age tremendously. It's like for consideration, but no, I want it to ferment like a fine wine, you know. Let's find some. Let's go ahead and call it Neo Contra. You can get one as cheap as $20 on eBay if you look out. You gotta, search around for them. You don't be lazy with your searches, but really try to dig deep on eBay. Catch one at auction. We're definitely gonna do a Neo Contra. We're gonna call it $20. I can find that game for $20 pretty easily. We're all smart here too. Like everybody that collects video games are smart about finding good deals. So, so we're working with a kind of a cheap start there. Maybe I'll just do another Sin and Punishment. Nope, that's not allowed. Let's do Okage. Yeah, we'll call Okage 25 too. That's pretty reasonable. So now we got another like 55er to go. Ooh, you know what? It's because it has this like sparky chance of like Ape Escape games. Maybe getting a reboot or something. Like very hard to find game right there. Pumped and primed. Looks like it plays very different from any other Ape Escape game too. I saw some like Phantasy Star Online looking kind of stuff about it. You're equipping all these different parts and stuff. Maybe an action RPG. I don't know. Rare Ape Escape, cel shaded graphics, PS2 exclusive. Put that one away. PS3 time capsule seems smart. I want to put away Journey. I don't like selling this one for cheap prices, you know. I don't want to sell that for $20 for Journey. We'll start off with that one. Strangely enough, I feel like you could probably stash the cheap ass Silent Hill HD collections. Yeah, but the games suck on there. Sloppy ports. You can't even beat one of them. It's got a game-breaking bug in it. I don't know, whatever the people all say about it, but it's like, the game will be expensive. I'll just throw that in the time capsule, because fuck it. We'll cap that one off with Raiden Fighters Aces. Tempts me. It tempts me. Shadows of the Damned. You know what'll happen is I'll have it in a time capsule, and like a couple of years from now, I'll be tempted to dig it out. So I should dig that out, and then by the time I unearth the time capsule, there'll be some kind of Suda 51 collection or something on the Switch too. Like this game will end up getting remastered. This is high remaster potential. For that reason, I think I'm gonna go with Majin. Alright, two more. PS3, 3D Dot Heroes, Shadows of the Damned, no. Dragon Quest 8, man. I'll grab that. I know it's common, nothing special, right? But that's how the DS Dragon Quest games were too. Cheap, abundant. It's just too much hardcore fan base going on with Dragon Quest. We're gonna do that one. We're gonna call that one $25. Operation Darkness, easy enough to get for about $70. That's almost a good time capsule right there. Maybe just sprinkle in a little cheese on top. A little cheap piece of cheese. Let's do a PSP game. I'm just gonna throw in Space Jam. I know I'm busting 100, maybe a little bit. I'm breaking the rule, but we'll throw Space Jam in there. Maybe Michael Jordan will die. Michael Jordan passes away tragically, and Space Jam will be a good time capsule piece. Alright, one more. I want to put a sealed VMU in a time capsule. These are some of the tough decisions. It's kind of a cool time capsule. I might just like that, just for fun. Yeah, why not? Time capsule these and an e-reader. Yeah, kind of like its own little theme here. Time capsule the e-readers and the Dreamcast memory cards. All right, almost there. Ooh, time capsule. Powerpuff Girls reboot. Time capsule. I want to time capsule that. Pretty hard one to find on Gamecube right here. You know, it's nothing on PS2. It's common. Nobody likes the game anyways. On Gamecube, it's one of those like kind of hard to get title that again nobody cares about, but people like their Gamecube full sets. Pro Rally. Wii U, I'm not too excited about the future of. I think here's a time capsule. Time capsule shot call. Just write this down in a time capsule. Like, I think Wii U is going to become. It's going to become popularly known as like the Xbox One of Nintendo collecting. I don't know what people like to say. It's Sig Saturn of Nintendo collecting. It didn't sell well. It's not a ton of games. You can full set it, you know. But I think it's going to be more of a like Philips CDI of Nintendo. I think people are just going to say it's fucking trash. And wouldn't be surprised if more and more like hardware issues start to emerge where it's like fucking hard to even like get a Wii U setup going to enjoy these games that are on the Switch too, and then it'll be notorious for like most games don't even work anyways. I kept them nice, I babied my games, and they just broke after 15 years. They started to disintegrate. They're made out of materials that were designed to just not work after X amount of time. They have a material half-life that wasn't adequate for physical, optical media. And you know, that could have been by design. If Nintendo was smart, they would have done that intentionally. Maybe Nintendo is smart, so I think Wii U stuff could just all go to hell. Nobody wants to touch it. Because most people want to collect stuff that's going to hold its value. That's like the number one motivator for collecting. By far. They're motivated by investing and by clout of ownership. And they play, of course, you know, play some cool games. That's usually what gets them into it. But then it's like, wow, I bought some games that I was nostalgic about, wanted to have fun with. And now I'm finding that I'm making lots of money with these investments. Found them cheap, you know what I mean? Yes, it's gross, but that's what people do with these things. Just like baseball cards, just like anything you collect. It's all about the market. It's all people like. So, for that reason, I think people will not like the Wii U. It's doo-doo. They buy these good-looking deals on their local marketplace, and they start flipping it on eBay, making their profit, and they get all these returns. Hey, that Devil's Third you sold me doesn't work. Why didn't you test it? You know, Wii U games are going to be like that. Alright, for a Wii Upsider, Rune Factory Frontier. It's like a lot of love for Rune Factory. Ooh, Lost in Blue Shipwrecked. Kind of like that one. We'll add that to this stack. So it'll be a 4-piece, kind of a $100 chunker. Almost room for another one I could throw in there. Excuse me. Now we'll call it. That'll kind of compensate for some of the other ones that are a little bit overvalued. The Munchables. Yeah, I'll grab one of those. The last remnant I hear doesn't have much merit to it. Not very well liked. Looks pretty, but gets very little love. Gets mostly disrespect, like justified disrespect. Doesn't have much going on. But the one that's better is see if I can find it. What's it called? Unlimited Undiscovery or Infinite Undiscovery. Might not have a copy in here. It's like a better 360 kind of obscure JRPG. Infinite Undiscovery. I think honestly, like screwing around with 360 RPGs, you might have some good luck with a Blue Dragon. Nice CIB Blue Dragons. Those could be good time capsule candidates. They're common, but just a lot of love. A lot of love for it. Okay, so let's wrap this up here with Shadow of Destiny. I'm gonna see if we can do better. Urban Rain though, for around $40 for a CIB. We'll go Urban Rain, Munchables, and I'm gonna say no on Toe Jam and Earl 3. Body Count's kind of a weirdo one. They say it's like the same developers that did Black on Xbox, PS2, that EA game. It's like several of the same guys. It's a spiritual successor. Hidden gem, if you will. Body Count. You know, this could be decent. You just don't know. You just can't say, but when it's a real nice complete one, all the extra sauce in there, the slip sleeve, Witcher 2 Enhanced Edition. I want to do one with the GTI Club too. Little King Story, we'll do that one. Eventually Deal Tavern will say $100 for a sealed copy. It's the sealed copies on eBay that keep that one tame. Eventually those new old stock sellers will do their tricks, crank it up. Murakumo, we want to get one of those in the capsule. Oh, there's that Infinite Undiscovery I spoke of. Yeah. Try not to target too many, like, you know, $100 pushing around there titles. Not because they're not. It's not because they're bad time capsule pieces, but we're just trying to keep it with a certain theme here. Ninja Blade. Yup. Oh yeah. Good pick. Okay. I think we're good on that. I think we're pretty efficient there. Sylphied. It's a little too common. Doesn't have the same sparkiness. Maximo and Snoopy. Yes. We'll do a few more here. Kingsfield, yes. We'll just do a Kingsfield and a Maximo. We'll call that 100. And a Snoopy. Let's just call that all 100. You gotta be thrifty. You gotta find the good deals, but that's part of it. These two also. 2 Ease games on the PS4. This right here. So boom, that's a time capsule. We'll call them like $100 to $120 time capsules. That's what we'll do. putting all these games away. All right. Let's see the value here. GTI Club. It's a good little time capsule there. Yeah. I'll just theme you up with another Konami. Hard to find. There's like 2 solid collectible type Konami games on the Wii that I can think of. They have like similar rarity. GTI Club's a lot rarer, but this one has more reason to be owned. These 2 games are just like kind of oddly, they're arcade ports. They seem like they kind of flow together. They're both low print. Both seem kind of cool. I feel like those 2 games kind of flow together, so we'll capsule those together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 time capsules and a little bit of 13th one with there with the accessories. So 13 time capsules of $100 to $120 value. We'll come back in 5 years and update, see how we did.